That's something that I...
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How nice to see you. Did you want to talk to me about something?
Well, yeah, I did want to talk to you about something, but I don't know if this is the place.
Okay. You look a little worried. Are you all right? Is there a problem?
I'm thinking about leaving Springfield and going back to Paris.
Leaving?
Well, I don't want to make you mad.
Mad? No, that's the last thing
Dinah,
I
you just got here.
You haven't even gotten your bearings yet.
Well, that's just it. I have. I see what goes on, and I just don't see that there's anything for me here.
Well, it ain't Paris, that's for sure. I mean, Paris is old, and it's quaint, and it's got those old museums and those churches down those streets and all those quaint shops and all those old things. Well, Springfield's got...
We have a first-rate bowling league. Your family is here as well.
Dinah, give us a chance. We might not be the cutting edge of culture, but we're not a bunch of hicks either.
No, it's not you. You're all great and successful, and you've got everything going for you. Everything. And I've got...
Vanessa.
What?
It's, Buenos Aires, it's Manalo. He needs Manalo. He needs those inflation figures right now.
I'll be right there. I'll talk to him just a minute.
Manalo.
Dinah, I have to take this call. It's very important, but I don't want you to go anywhere. Certainly not back to Paris. I want us to talk about this decision, okay?
Okay.
Just wait.
He's going ready. Okay, thank you.
Your mother would miss you very much if you left, you know.
Paris is a great town, though, isn't it? I mean, all of Europe is terrific, I think.
Oh, that's right. You lived in Italy, John.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Well, why did you come back?
Yeah, why did you come back?
I don't know, actually. No, I came back because I wanted to raise my kids here around their family. You know, I thought they should be around their grandfather and this crazy one right here, and it was a good thing too, because they're very happy.
Well, that's because they have you for a father. I bet you just live for those two little guys, don't you?
Yes, they are my joy.
They are so sweet and well-behaved,
Thank
by
you.
the way. I mean, it's not every day you come across two kids like them.
Do you like kids?
Oh, yes, I adore kids. Well, to be perfectly honest, I feel pretty useless around them. But not your two, actually. I'd really like to get to know them better.
Maybe we should set up a day.
Oh, that would be great,
fun,
Josh.
huh?
Yeah, I'd love to spend a day with the family. That is, if I stay, and, well, right now it doesn't look like there's much hope of that.
Is it what we talked about yesterday, Dinah? Is money the reason you feel like you have to leave?
Well,
I mean, you mentioned you were sort of strapped for cash.
well, I'm afraid it's a little more than a little.
Have you talked to Vanessa about the trust fund yet?
No,
But why not? The money's going to be yours someday anyway, and you could use it to get yourself set up in Springfield. I really think that's a big part of your problem. You don't have your own place. You don't have your own things around you. You don't have anything to make you feel as if you belong.
She's got a good point. You should get your own place. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but I just hate talking about money. I couldn't bring up this trust thing with Mother. I just don't think it would be right. Should disturb you, Mama. Do you have a minute?
Of course I do. You could never disturb me. Come on, sit down. I just wanted to talk to you because I was so upset to hear that you might be leaving town. I mean, I thought that, well, you know, you don't have to go back to school now, so I was hoping you'd want to stay with everybody.
I know, but I don't think I can.
Well, why not? Is it the tension with Blake?
I still feel out of place here.
Oh, excuse me. It's okay.
I feel like I'm in everyone's way. I don't have a job. I don't have a place of my own. It's just...
Vanessa?
Yeah?
I have an idea. It might not be a total solution, but it may convince Dinah to stay.
What?
Well, I understand she has a trust fund coming to her in a few years. What if you gave her access to it now? That way she could get herself set up in Springfield.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course she has a trust fund, and I hadn't really thought of that, but...
Oh, sweetheart, your grandfather and I set that up for you for your, well, when you were 30, for use in the future.
But I sort of think my future is now. Don't you? If I could start a new life here,
Yeah.
Well, I just never dreamed it would be possible, but...
I think it's
maybe,
a good idea. Yeah. You're saying that if I gave you the trust fund now, then you would stay in Springfield?
Well, actually, I think the trust fund would make a difference. If I had some money, maybe I could start up some kind of business of my own, like Mindy did.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to help you with that, too.
And maybe I could make some really swift investments. You know, Grandpa Henry could help me with that, and I'd still have money to live on while my career got going. It would also give me a chance to get a really great apartment, maybe in a nice, safe neighborhood.
Exactly.
And own my own car. You know, necessary things. I think if I had those things, then I'd feel more equal with the rest of the family.
Oh, of course you're equal with the rest of the family. Of course you are. I never want you to think that you're not. Please.
Well, I'll try, but, you know, Mom, it's hard to feel like I'm not, you know, the poor relation, and I have to depend on everyone to feed and clothe me.
Oh, I don't want you to feel that.
It's depressing.
I certainly don't want you to feel like some sort of... Well,
Come on, Vanessa. It would be great.
Of course. I mean, I could probably help you with this. I mean, you know, sort of...
Really? Oh, Mommy. Oh, that's great. I love you so much.
I love you, too, but it's not a done deal. I do have to talk to your father about this sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, Daddy should...
Oh, it'll be fun.
Should have a say.
You'll be staying in Springfield. This is great.
This is my home now, I guess.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
Excuse me. Mr. Josh is outside. He needs to see you for a minute.
You know,
Okay.
Do you know what I'm going to do as soon as I get my trust fund? Is we are going to go on a shopping spree, and I'm going to buy each of you the most incredible thing. We'll have so much fun. It'll be like we're 3 girlfriends.
Calm down. That money is for very important things, not just for shopping.
I know.
Good. Okay.
All right.
Back in a minute.
Okay, you know, we should go to La Nuit and buy some of those, you know, those really sexy negligees.
That'd be fun. You are so adorable. Listen, you figure out the itinerary. I'm going to go help Vanessa withdraw.
Okay, thanks, Mindy.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Mindy.
Why don't you go back to stacking boxes or whatever it is you do for a living?
So you finally got what you wanted, huh? Finally got what you came here for?
I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I was ever after was my mother's love. And it looks to me like I just got it.
You think I just got off the boat? You don't fool me, Dinah. And you never will.
Problems, eh?
Yep. And I think we better discuss it.
I assume this has something to do with our daughter?
It does. I had a very enlightening conversation with her yesterday.
Oh, really? How so?
Imagine my surprise when I found out that she'd flunked out of school 2 years ago. And my further surprise when I found out you knew about it and hadn't thought to share it with me.
Well, first of all, considering our last meeting, I did not know that we were in a sharing mode. And secondly, till a few days ago, I didn't know about it myself. And I didn't want to go behind your back, Vanessa. If Dinah wanted you to know, she wanted you to know.
She does. She told me herself. She wants everything to be out in the open, and so do I. Ross, not less than an hour ago, Dinah came to me and told me she's thinking of leaving Springfield. Were you aware of that?
No.
Are you aware of the strain between her and Blake? I certainly hope so.
Well, whatever that little aberration was, that's over.
Look, I'd like for us to be able to get beyond the problems that we have and be able to talk about these things honestly.
Of course, why wouldn't I be honest?
Look, I'm thinking of giving Dinah access to a trust fund.
Why? Trying to buy her love?
No. No, but I think she's hoping that that's exactly what I'll do. Well, Dinah seemed determined to leave Springfield. And then when the subject of her trust fund came up, her demeanor totally changed. It was
Well, it was as if she were somehow waiting for me to bring the subject up.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Mindy did, but I just can't shake the feeling somehow that the entire situation was manipulated.
You're beginning to sound like Blake. Maybe there is some truth to it. You know, our daughter has more than a passing interest in money. In fact, she's been after me to lend her some, and I have several times, several $100s. Nothing outrageous, but I did suspect that she was viewing me, her old man, as an easy touch. Then again, she is my daughter, and if she needs something like the hundreds or thousands of dollars that may be in that trust fund, I'll be glad for her to have it.
Try $500,000.
$500,000?
Well, sure. I mean, Daddy and I set it up some time ago, and you know Daddy has the golden touch as far as the market's concerned.
Vanessa, there is no way you can give her that money.
You have no say in what I do with her trust fund.
Oh, Vanessa, I am not challenging that at all. But let's face facts, all right? Mom, our daughter is not exactly frugal. For instance, when she came home that first day, she took a taxi cab from the airport, which is fine, but she kept it, and she kept the meter running to the tune of $180.
What?
Which I paid. And then a little under 2 weeks, let's say, she ran up a $900 phone bill, which I paid. Now, prorating those two numbers, how long is it going to take for her to go through the trust fund? No, Vanessa, absolutely not. Dinah is not responsible enough to handle $500,000 and all the freedom that goes with it, at least not yet.
Oh, dear. Oh, Ross, I gave her the impression that I would give her access to that money. How am I going to say no now?